Just going to make this camera a little brighter. Okay. Oh boy. I'm gonna whine a lot today. Oh boy. Oh wait, let me do this too. Oh, I gotta turn this thing down. Okay, there it is. Yeah, that's working. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna turn on the treadmill. I had a decent dentist when I was on Long Island, and I thought, like, oh, I was only like, what, 4 or 5 years ago? No, it was like 8 years ago. Oh, shit. Oh, so I went yesterday, and they're saying they have to take out all my friggin' teeth and replace them with dentures. But, it's the price you pay. Um, yeah, okay. I don't feel like doing a freaking thing today. Yesterday I came home and I did my upper body dumbbell workout. I insisted on I'm always gonna do the workouts, but fuck. Anyway, here we go. And that's not the only whining you're gonna hear me do today. 4% grade going up to 2.4 miles an hour for 60 seconds. Oof. Legs feel good though. Oh, see if my asshole watch stops the timer on its own. It does that. Oh, fuck. Oh. I did my taxes last night. I did my federal like shit a little more than 2 weeks ago. But I had to do my state, which ended up being really, really easy. I live in Kentucky, so I don't know. The only other state I've lived in is New York. So and then I did my local taxes, which I didn't realize I already paid. I paid them last week. And I didn't have to file anything, so it's already been taken care of. Alright, you shut up. 2.8 miles an hour for 60 seconds. This is the warm-up. Basically, I do around 4 miles an hour for like 85 minutes. It goes from 4 to 4.2 to 4.4, back down to 4.2, and then 4.0 again. And then there's a 5-minute cool-off, which is the opposite of the warm-up. I don't want to lose my fucking teeth. Oh, God. When I moved down here, I just didn't have my insurance and shit set up, so... Oh, God. But it was bound to happen anyway. I mean, I've had bad teeth since I was a kid. Like, really young. Like, my baby teeth were as bad as my adult teeth. Going up to 3.2 miles an hour for 90 seconds. Whoops, wrong one. There you go. But the dentist was saying, like, I have, like, all kinds of, like, infection and shit, but She's like, oh, you know, this is going to abscess and that's going to abscess and this and that. How come it hasn't already? Part of me almost wants to go get a second opinion. But this shit's got to be done anyway. I mean, I got one tooth down here. It's got a big hole in the top. And whenever I eat bread, like, bread will get stuck in there. And I have to, like, get my tongue in there to get it out. And then I have to brush and it's a great big pain in the ass. These guys are looking good. They're like the last, you know, my front teeth remarkably, you know, have been holding up. But I got a little wiggler on the bottom now. Alright, 3.6 miles an hour for 90 seconds. And then after this, we go up to 4 for 20 minutes. Oof. But you know what? If it clears up the infections and stuff, because they were saying that it increases my likelihood for a stroke about 60%. I don't want that. Got a lot of regrets, you know, but that's part of life. After this, I decided I'm just going to go in after 5 from now on. I'm going to do shit during the day here. Going to get as much shit up for sale as possible. This fucking dental shit is expensive, and my coverage isn't all that great. Well, I mean, it would cover all my needs if I didn't have such fucked up teeth. Ooh. And there's financing companies. Oof. Alright, 4 miles an hour for 20 minutes. You know something? I mean, alright, getting the dentures gets rid of like the infections and shit. But they're saying those infections, you know, they're going into my bloodstream. I feel pretty good. I mean, other than like my teeth, you know, and my hair today. Otherwise, I feel pretty good. I got pretty decent energy. Admittedly, I drank a lot of beer last night. I got home from the dentist. Before I even got home, I stopped and got a 12-pack. I got a 12-pack and 2 24-ounce Heinekens. I drank all but 3 of them. All 3 of the, what do you call it, 12-ounce. And I probably would have stayed up to finish them, but I was falling asleep. I don't think I showered after the workout either. Or did I? I don't even remember. Yeah, I did. No, I did. I have no fucking idea. I did my taxes though. But that was pretty easy. You know, the LLC hasn't made a freaking dime yet. It's going to be a long, hard trip. Didn't make shit last year with Spark and DoorDash. Actually, I did all right, but you know, You're looking at less than 20 a year, 20,000. I don't know. I think I was saying yesterday that teeth are fucking fine. They just want to take them out and make fucking necklaces out of them. Give them up as offerings to their tooth fairy god. What I'm gonna do actually, and it's on a clipboard, you can't see it, but behind this monitor here, there's a clipboard on a screw in the wall, and that's where I put my like to-do list. So whenever I look up over the monitor, there it is. And the only thing left on it is taking care of the, what do you call it? The fundraiser I want to do on the 25th. And that's 12 days from now, so I got to make sure I'm set up for that, because I want to start promoting it on X and Blue Sky and maybe Reddit and maybe, well, Facebook ain't gonna go over well. Most of the people I know on Facebook are either Trumpers or Republicans who've soured on Trump, and like maybe 2 or 3 Democrats. I got like 2 or 3 friends who are like me, where they just think the whole system sucks. But so I don't think a fundraiser for LGBTQ charity is going to go over too well there. X, it'll probably get ripped apart by the usual crowd. I might tag some people I know on there who will be sympathetic, but and this is basically what I'm going to be doing, 4 miles an hour on a mile grade. This is a 4% grade. I might just put it down to like 2%. I'm going to have to do something with the lighting though, because I'm going to have the windows open. So I'm probably going to have like another light, like maybe right there. What I could do, no, I can't do that. But yeah, back to a thought I had before. If I feel as good as I do with all like this infection and shit going on in my mouth, once I get the dentures and shit, I'll probably feel a hell of a lot better. Like I'll probably have like more energy. Bodily functions will improve, you know, across the board. I mean, all my shit's good. Like when I go to the doctor, he's all, you know, thumbs up and happy and shit. he was going over my blood work, and said, he made a joke, like everybody has bad cholesterol and shit. So he's like, "Oh, let's take a look at your cholesterol." And you look, was like, "Oh wow," it was really good. I don't remember the numbers, but they asked me to set up lung cancer screening. You're supposed to get it like every 5 years if you're a heavy smoker. I quit 12 years ago, but still, cancers can lie dormant and shit. So, I called the hospital to set it up, and they were like, "No, your doctor's got to set it up. You have to get a referral." So I called the clinic, like this was last week. Actually, maybe 2 weeks ago. Actually, yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. So they got to get on the ball with that shit. I really don't feel too bad about the dentures. It's just, it's going to change like so many things for me. I'll probably stop talking for a couple of months until I get used to them. My voice is going to change. But, like, I'm gonna fucking power grip the shit out of that thing. I had a nice one. I had a nice bridge made about 8 years ago. But it kept falling out, and I was going through like some really fucked up times. So the idea of like just putting some adhesive in there didn't come through my head. And I lost track of them. I have no idea what happened to them. Probably threw them out. $900 fucking dollars. Such a fucking idiot. Regret is fucking huge. And it's like the worst thing in the fucking world. But it's also a great teacher. So they're gonna put 2 implants in my bottom jaw to hold in the lower plate. And the top one, they're just gonna, I'm just gonna use adhesives. And if it's fit right, the palate creates like a suction. So, yay. I forgot to take afternoon dose of Wellbutrin yesterday. That's the second time it happened this week. Well, no, it happened Saturday, and it happened yesterday. And it almost happened. I almost forgot the morning dose. I took it around 11:45. So in contrast with Sunday was a wonderful day. Monday was a wonderful day too. Actually, Monday I didn't get anything done though. That kind of pissed me off. Oh, you know what happened Monday? I was chafing too. That sucked. That hurt from like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon till about 8 or 9 o'clock at night. That's right. That sucked. That's the one thing I worry about doing this fundraiser more than anything else. I'm not worried about anything with my legs or my feet. If I keep my mouth shut, I won't run out of wind. I'll set up fans in the window keep the airflow going. I'm more worried. The only two things I'm worried about are the treadmill malfunctioning and chafing. Otherwise, I think I can do 5, 6, 7 hours, maybe 8, maybe 9, maybe 10, maybe more, maybe not. Short hair, a little, tightly groomed beard, mustache, baseball cap, sunglasses, Oakleys. And more tight pants. Throw away them silly underwear. More of those short shirts. Get rid of those. You can keep the heels. Aging really is like a cross-dresser's worst enemy. Oof. I've been remembering to take some hits off my inhaler before doing this. So, we work on the fundraiser. Gotta do some more work with Claude. Actually, no, I gotta work on the game a bit more. I was in bad shape yesterday. Not really, but yeah. Alright, going up to 4.2 miles an hour for 20 minutes. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing lunges. Tomorrow I got a friggin' therapy appointment. It's like perfect friggin' timing too. Oh man. It's funny because the therapist is, I don't even think she's like 30 years old. It's funny. But I mean, she means well, and she's not bad. I mean, she wants to do best for her clients, as opposed to like other therapists I've met in the past who the ones with the financial agendas, it's easy enough, but when they have other agendas, you know, that can be troubling. So, yeah, I still feel solid. there's a bolt missing on the treadmill up front, and it's part of the frame that when you put it on an incline, the whole frame lifts up, and it's the front left corner. The thing is, though, is that when it lifts up, I guess like 4 degrees and less, it's still resting on like a cross piece of some sort. So that's why like it doesn't collapse and shit. I'm sure if I raise it up to 12 degrees, 12% grade, it'll fall apart. So I just don't do that. I really have no intention on taking it more than 4 or 5% anyway. Just like this thing does, I think 8.5 miles an hour. I have no intention on going above 5, if that. Currently, the fastest I go is 4.4. So I think this treadmill's gonna last me and be able to take whatever I throw at it on the 25th. But it's funny. Right now, this is on Amazon for like $3.59. The highest I've seen it was $3.89, and when I got it around January, it was $3.25. And I would watch the price bounce up and down, and I'd seen it do that so many times. I knew it was just a matter of time till I could get it for $3.25. So when it was $3.25, I jumped on it. With the sales tax, came out to $3.48. About a month and a half into it, I'm on the treadmill and I hear ding, and I think, from the vibration or something fell off my desk. It was a bolt, and it wasn't a bolt I put in, it was a factory bolt. So I have this insurance policy through Amazon called Assyrian Tech, and anything I buy that's electric is covered by this insurance policy. So I call the company up and I tell them, bolt fell out, can you send someone over to repair it? And they said, no, we don't have anyone in your area, we'll just refund your money. And I wasn't against that, but I thought, well, it still works. And they said, give it to someone and get yourself a new one. I could do that. Or I could just blow the money on other shit, which I did. And I don't feel too bad about it because it's $18 a month it comes out to. And I've been paying it for like 3.5 years. But it's a great policy. It like the stupid ass ceiling fan. It has no exterior controls, no exterior switches or anything like that. If anything happens to the remote, it's either going to be on permanently or off permanently, or I'm going to have to go after the circuit box and turn off all the ceiling fans in the house. Take this thing out, replace it with one that, but so far this ceiling fan's been pretty damn good. The only other thing I have is a microphone, which has been working fine for years, and my laptop, which rarely gets used. Almost everything I do is on my desktop. The laptop was to bring places to demonstrate the games I'm working on. And that hasn't really been happening. So it's just been sitting there. I was thinking of running OpenClaw on it, but I'm not going to do that. I don't need AI turning my computers into its own little playground. I do use an MCP server with the Claude desktop app, and that's been just amazing. I got an idea for a compositional tool, music composition, using your smartphone. And it's a really cool idea. Or it might be a really fucking stupid idea. Or it might just be a novelty. You know, the games that I do are more novelty games than whoa. Like, you're never going to see any AAA shit from me. The game I have up now, the only game I have up now is Raceling. And that's a car racing game, top-down car racing game, but you control the car with your mouse. And it's fun. Especially when you get that car whipping around corners and stuff. The tire screech and all that. It's really friggin' cool. I posted it to r/Godo on Reddit, and they ripped it to pieces without even trying it out. Calling it low effort slop. I didn't push the issue. I tried. The thing is that where I fucked up is I let Claude do the talking for me. I didn't engage, but I was just like, I was so wound up. Regardless of what was being said, I couldn't communicate, you know? So I let Claude do it for me. And that was a mistake. I can't wait to take a shower. I shaved this morning. Usually I shave like just before I go in the shower, but I shaved before going on here. So I didn't want to see myself as stubble. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do 6 to 10. And then Saturday I'll go in early. And like do an 8-hour day. So I'm probably going to be off Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Mondays kind of suck. You know, there's not a lot of deliveries. Tuesdays suck. Tuesdays are awful. You get some exceptions here and there, but for the most part, for the past like 2 months, Tuesdays have not been good days. Wednesdays are alright, Thursdays are better, Fridays are great, Saturdays are excellent. Saturday I like to get in by 2. And work till 10. And I might want to start doing Sundays, because there's a lot less traffic, a lot more deliveries. Sundays are really good. I just don't work Sundays because I usually, party on Saturday nights. When I say party, it just means going on Discord and drinking with some friends. But maybe it's time for all that to change. I hope not. It's like no matter how much I refuse to act my age is catching up to me. Wow. But what the dentist told me about, like, the condition of my teeth affected my lifespan, or at least just increasing the likelihood of strokes or any other kind of, circulatory mishap. I really don't want that. I mean, there was a time where longevity really didn't mean much to me. But it's like the song says, you're only immortal for a limited time. I think I'm going to start dedicating Thursdays and Fridays to music, just strictly music. When I sit down to play, I haven't been playing much. I haven't been practicing. I was never really a performance player, but I can't even get through any of my own songs. And my songs really aren't all that difficult, I try to make it so they stand on their own composition. Nothing like, groundbreaking or anything like that. Just, good solid songwriting. I don't know. Or maybe that would just answer the question to me, whether I should even pursue it anymore. Like my camera shit, I should just start selling my music shit. That, I kind of regret selling my camera, but I hadn't used it since, I hadn't used it in 5 years. The last time I shot with it, really went shooting with it was 2022. 2023, so 3 years. And it did get me over a hump, the money I got from it. Whoa. I miss it because I had an emotional attachment to it. I did some good stuff with it. Took some good photos. I was into insects in flight. That was my thing. around the halfway mark, about 45 minutes in. In about half a minute, we'll be crossing the 3-mile mark. So we're a little under the halfway mark. Yeah. We'll be there in a few minutes. And we're up to like 2.99 miles, so the next time the readout cycles through and guess the distance will be over 3 miles. All right, 4.4 miles an hour for 20 minutes. I wish I could run. I really do. On this treadmill, the walking pad isn't long enough where I would feel safe running on it. I don't like using the handles. I like keeping my hands free. I know I would lose my balance and like slam my face up against this thing. Also, it's got the little safety button here. If you can see on the side view, the string got cut. I had to cut the string. When I folded it up, the clip got stuck inside the conveyor belt. It went between the conveyor belt and the frame. It could go in, but it couldn't come back out. No matter what I tried, it would not come out. So I had to cut the string. So the safety shutoff doesn't work as intended. I could just tie a new string onto it and put a new clip, but I just haven't done it yet. I should. I really don't want to get hurt. But it would mean more views. Ooh, excuse me. So yeah, it's pretty much the fastest I go on this. If I go up to 5 miles an hour, I'll be jogging. And if I'm jogging, one, I'm gonna get winded a lot sooner. And two, my heel strike is gonna be coming down with a lot more force. And right now, I do not have the money to replace this. This has been a very expensive month. it's only halfway gone. Oh, shit. I think I'm gonna go to New York in June. I would want to go in early July because there's a party every year at my friend's house. Nice big barbecue. And everyone picks up a guitar and plays. I'll bounce from guitar to bass. I used to go every year, and then I moved to Kentucky. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want to go before they take all my teeth out. One last night out. That's the thing too, if I go up there, I want to go out and shit. I don't want to fucking just sit around, you know, one guy's house and another guy's shop and another guy's, you know, deck on the backyard. And I mean, that's all nice. I mean, I love all that, but I want to go out. Go out and move crazy and get all kinds of fucked up. I don't really think about hooking up nowadays, but it'd be nice to dance it up with some cute women. Shake the hips around. Have a few good laughs. I don't know. The other Streisand effect. Memories like the shit stain on your shoe. When the doggy lays a landmine. I forgot the lyrics, so I just made up something about dog shit. I was never into Barbra Streisand. When I was a kid, I thought she was like cute in a fucked up way. Like she was hot in like a disoriented kind of. Well, see, even it's 4.4 miles an hour, my heel strike is causing quite a bit of vibration on this thing. At 4 miles an hour, it's a lot less forceful, impactful. See, at this point of the workout, it doesn't really matter because my hair's all filled with sweat. I got a burrito in the freezer I'm going to have after this. Forgot I put it in there. Had a bagel this morning with low-fat cream cheese, but I got 3 pounds of ground turkey, 1 pound in the freezer, so I'll cut that into thirds. What was I going to do with that? I have like about 11 or 12 burritos in the freezer. They're homemade burritos. I wrap them up in wax paper and throw them in the freezer. I get about 20 of them when I make up the burrito goo, the refried beans, and I use chopped turkey and seasoning and whatnot. It comes out really good. I also made rice and beans, and I think I got 8 servings of that, 8 or maybe 10, I don't know. I gotta make more vegetable soup. I haven't been eating a lot of vegetables lately, like the last week and a half. So I gotta start doing that. Actually, trying to work. I'm thinking of a different way of steaming vegetables from now on. So that's something else I want to get back into doing. I was getting peas and carrots, and frozen peas and carrots, and frozen Brussels sprouts, and I would just steam them together. Actually, I'd steam them in bags and then mix them together in a big bowl and put that in the refrigerator and then microwave it as I wanted. But I might do it a little differently from now on. Separate it out while it's still frozen, put it in freezer bags, and then just steam them in a Pyrex bowl in the microwave. I think that would be a better option. Because I'm trying to keep the refrigerator like as spacious as possible, have like as much space as we can, because I think I still have 2 spiral hams in the freezer, and I might want to cook another one, say I guess in like early May. And the other one sometime in like, I don't know. I also have 2 big ass pork loins, and as soon as I got them home, I put them in the freezer, and I shouldn't have. I should have cut them smaller pieces. So now when I do anything with them, I'm gonna have to, thaw it out, the whole thing, and then I'm gonna have to cook the whole thing. So we'll see what happens. Actually, I might take one of those pork loins out today and do something with it Sunday. It'll be thawed out by Sunday. I might even leave it out. It's 20 to 1 now. So I'll be done in about a half hour. So from like 1:30 till I get home from work tonight, about 10:30. Let it thaw for a while, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator. And I'll just leave it out while I'm home. And by Sunday it'll be thawed, and see what I can do with it. I might just cook it in the oven. I would love to put it in a slow cooker, but I think it's too big. I think it's too long. I don't know, I'm kind of remembering being like this big, but they're probably like closer to this, so that it would fit in the slow cooker. But we'll find out. So far I've cooked 2 spiral hams. The first one didn't come out so good because I just put it in the slow cooker and didn't really do much. It didn't come out awful, it just didn't come out as good as it could have. The second one I did in the oven, and I used the cooking bag like you use with turkeys, and it came out so good, so incredibly good. And then I had this big meaty ham bone, and I made pea soup with it, and that came out so incredibly good. And I've had other people's pea soup, and I always thought, oh God, yeah, this must be so difficult to make. It's really not. It came out like, I thought I screwed it up in a couple of legs. It was the first time I ever made pea soup. I think it's harder to screw it up than it is to, like you have to try to screw it up. If you follow the instructions well enough, it'll come out perfectly fine. I have ravioli, cheese ravioli, just Walmart brand, and I got 2 pounds of ground sweet Italian sausage and 3 jars of Kroger Alfredo sauce. I know some people are like, no, I don't have time for that shit. What comes out of the Kroger jar is fine for me. What comes out of the Walmart jar, don't get Walmart Alfredo sauce. It tastes like shit. I remember seeing it. It was on sale for like 99 cents or some shit. I'm like, hey, 99 cents Alfredo? Yeah, I'll try it out. Oh, God. It tasted a lot like socks. It tasted like somebody washed their socks in it. Going down to 4.2 miles an hour for 15 minutes. The Kroger Alfredo sauce is pretty good though. So I'll make up a pot of the ravioli with the Alfredo sauce and the sausage. And I'll divide it up to individual servings. Yeah, about 5 raviolis. A couple of nice chunks of sausage and some sauce. Put it in freezer bags because it's just easier. My little plastic containers there, I use the Rubbermaid take-alongs. They crack. The freezer is too cold. It's a deep freezer. Like it's not, 32 degrees. It's much more than that, much lower. I don't know how much lower, but it's a lot lower. You put ice cream in there, it comes out like cement. You gotta dig at it if you're impatient. But yeah, I think I might wait till Sunday to make that. I have 1 serving left in the freezer of the ravioli with the Alfredo and the sausage. And I'd only have that 1 day a week, usually for breakfast. It's usually Monday morning. I basically start my week on Monday. As far as keeping track of shit on a weekly basis. For some people, Sunday is the beginning of the week. To me, it's part of the weekend, But then again, yeah, 7th day, yeah. I guess it's like that for everyone. I like to go shopping on Sundays, grocery shopping. I think my sister's home. The dog's carrying on. He's making my, what do you call it? Mommy's home from work. Just gonna shut the door. But yeah, if anyone other than my sister comes up, the dog goes absolutely apeshit. When she comes up, he whimpers. Like, not, like he's scared or anything, but like, oh my God, she's finally home. It's sweet though. He's a good dog. Funny as hell. Tons of personality. Yeah, it's about 25 minutes left to the workout. So at about 1:15, I'll be done. And just crossed the 5-mile mark. At the end of the workout, it would be about 6.5 miles. Always works out to about that. Roughly 90 minutes at 4 miles an hour plus, you know. The exciting world of cardio. I don't know, I like it. A little more than 20 minutes left. Well, I mean, unless I do a really shitty job on the dentures, I won't feel self-conscious about smiling, showing like, you know, stained and broken teeth and missing teeth. They'll all be accounted for. They'll all be fake. It's gonna be weird, like chewing strategically to avoid cavities and shit like that. It'd be interesting. It'd be weird taking my teeth out and running my tongue over my empty gums. Oh shit. I'm gonna see if I can get fangs. Upper and lower. Yay, 10,000 steps. And probably, I don't know. I think I might just go in early today. That might mean getting in by like 3:30, 4. Wednesdays are usually okay. You know, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday, and Saturday. I should start working Sunday, but I don't want to. I might. It depends, you know. Because I like to do my partying when my sister doesn't have to work in the morning. She goes in early. I work evenings, so, you know, you can be up all night, I don't care. So, it means like Friday night, Saturday night, sometimes Sunday, sometimes Tuesday, it depends, you know. You're gonna take all my teeth away. Wait a minute. Am I doing 4 point? Oh, right, okay. Yeah. I still have 10 minutes at 4 miles an hour. And then the 5-minute cool off. I thought I had made a mistake. Which is something I do. Oof. going down to 4 miles an hour for 10 minutes. And after this is a 5-minute cool off. Oh. Yeah, I'm glad I got the Gatorade. I wanted to get the Powerade to taste a little better, but when they put it on sale, $1 a bottle, you know, I'll take either one. I was really hoping for the Powerade. The Gatorade, zero sugar grape flavor. The Powerade, on the other hand, the grape flavor, the zero sugar, really freaking good. Same thing with the fruit punch. Not too crazy about the Gatorade fruit punch. The Powerade, it's really good. The one flavor I really do like from Gatorade, though, is the cherry glacier. I just like cherry flavor. I used to like the Sam Adams cherry wheats. Had that like cherry cough syrup flavor combined with a wheat beer. The one I used to like really a lot from Sam Adams, though, was the cranberry lambic. That was so good. And they stopped putting it out. I used to love getting lambics. They're very, very low in alcohol, though. But I would just get those and get them ice cold, sit outside and just sit in the grass drinking them. It was so good. We got them down here in Kentucky. They're expensive as hell, though. They were expensive last time I was in New York, too, though. Everything's getting more expensive. But I hope with this fundraiser, you know, I help people out. Help them get to where they're not treated like shit. And we just crossed the 6-mile mark. Yay. So this is coming to an end pretty soon. About 2.5 minutes we'll start the cool off. This shirt is like soaked. A lot of sweating. Less than a minute. Oh, you piece of shit. I thought we were going to get through one session where this thing doesn't turn off on its own. But today was not that day. Oh, fucking did it again. slowing down to 3.6. And do that for 90 seconds. I guess this is my usual walking speed. Around here. It's like John Travolta's Saturday Night Fever pace, you know. All right. 3.2 miles an hour for 90 seconds. And keep dropping by 0.4 miles an hour. After that, a minute at 2.8 and a minute at 2.4. It feels good doing this. You can feel like how much you work your legs. But yeah, and I mean, I can bitch about my teeth and everything and getting old, but I still got like so much, you know, to be happy with. And my legs are definitely one of them. They've carried me many, many miles, and they'll carry me many, many more. Yay. All right, 2.8 miles an hour for a minute. Ooh. See, slowing down, it's easier for me to like match the pace of the conveyor belt. Starting off, like I make the belt slip because my feet aren't landing, you know, properly. Slowing down, I don't have that problem. Speeding up, I do. And usually I don't feel speeding up the way I feel speeding, you know, slowing down. Like from 4 to 4.2 to 4.4, it doesn't feel like such a huge difference. But when I slow down, you know, 4.4 to 4.2 to 4.0, it feels enormous. All right, 2.4 miles an hour for 60 seconds, and then we're done. So when I start off doing 2.4, I think it's because I want to go faster. So I end up, you know, making the conveyor belt buckle a little bit, not a lot, but, you know, enough to where I feel it slip under my feet. I'm in a pretty good mood. I mean, all things considered. Yep. And there we go. Yeah, you hear the deck dropping. Anyway, many blessings and many thanks. I'll be back tomorrow doing lunges for leg day, and I hope to see you then. Until then, take care and best wishes to you and all you love. Good health, good fortune, and lasting happiness.